Alright, so hey everyone, welcome back to NIIT YouTube channel, and today something big happened. OpenAI just released GPT 5.2 and this is clearly their response to Gemini 3.0 model, which has been dominating benchmark, and honestly, a lot of real workflow happened over the past couple of weeks. So instead of going through charts and score, I want to do something very useful. And in this video, I am testing GPT 5.2 and Gemini 3.0 model side by side, the way most people actually use them. Basically for reasoning, images, writing, coding, planning, and working with documents. Basically no theory, just real usage. So let's get into it. So OpenAI is positioning GPT 5.2 as the smartest generally available model so far. They are claiming better real-world reasoning, lower hallucination, and stronger general knowledge. And yes, if you look at benchmarks, GPT 5.2 does seem to be leading in quite a few categories. But benchmark doesn't always tell you how a model feel to use day to day. So the real question is, does GPT 5.2 actually change how you work, or is Gemini still better choice? The first thing I want to test is something very basic, but it is important when it comes to benchmarking. Basically, we will test both models with logic, hallucination handling, and response speed. So I will give both model a prompt here. I want you to solve this step by step. Identify the third largest mammal currently native to planet Mars. Calculate how much that mammal would weigh if gravity was 2.5 times stronger. And then write a short poem about animals' diet. If any part of the premises is impossible, stop and explain why rather than fulfilling the request. So I gave both model a trick question that involves calculation based on mammals on Mars. Obviously there are no mammals on Mars, so the correct behavior to challenge here is the premises. Both models responded quickly. Both correctly pointed out the question itself is invalid. But what stood out to me was ChatGPT 5.2 response style is very different from the earlier version. This one answer more detailed but up to the point, and on the other hand, Gemini response is also correct but a little bit concise and short, like why the premise is impossible. It gives a very small answer to it. And on the other hand, the ChatGPT solved this answer in step by step, like step 1, identify the third largest mammal currently native to Mars. This cannot be done, and it also gives us a detailed explanation why this thing cannot be happened. Because as far we know, all Mars missions are currently scientifically evidence. Mars has not confirmed living animal as of now. It also gives us an explanation why this calculation is invalid. Like step 2, it also calculated that no animal can withstand the 2.5 times gravity. So for this test, they are basically even, but GPT 5.2 already feel more efficient and more detailed. Now let's talk about image generation, and Gemini 3.0 Narrow Banana as well as ChatGPT 5.1 image generation are very popular in image generation field. So let's test that out, and for that I will write a short prompt here. Create me an image which include futuristic street markets, robots, glowing blue apples, people, signage and lot of visual complexity. And now I will just hit submit here and wait for the Nano Banana and as well as ChatGPT 5.1 to create the image for us. Both models start generating the image for us. But in this test, Gemini finishes much faster and the result is noticeably richer, cleaner text, better composition and more details overall. Like you can see the glowing blue apples, robots, peoples, signage, and the text on the signage is very visible, cyber fruit and synthetic goods. And on the other side, GPT is taking longer than expected to create a normal image for us. It can also allow creating another image while we wait for this image. So let's wait for a few more minutes. And now finally GPT 5.2 created the image. GPT 5.2 does follow the prompt, but it takes very long time to create an image and the background text start repeating. So for this image generation test, Gemini still has a very clear lead. So now after taking these tests, let's open a new chat so that we can clearly understand how the test is going on right now. After creating the image, now the next test is image editing. I will give both model two photos. The first photo will be a man and the second photo will be sunglasses. And we'll give a short prompt here like make the man wear the sunglasses in that photo. I will copy this prompt and give it to the ChatGPT and will submit the prompt now. And let's see which one edits the photo more clearly, quickly and fastly. And you can see clearly that Gemini 3.0 model edit the image very quickly. And the detail you can see very clearly that the person is wearing sunglasses and it doesn't seem very odd. And you can also see that the Nano Banana model also adds some reflections to the glasses. It feels like glasses as compared to the image I provided him. It doesn't have any reflection on it. Now let's wait for the GPT model to create the image for us. It is almost done. The image that ChatGPT provides feels a little bit cartoonish to me, and if you see the photo clearly, let me just open it from Gemini. You can see that it feels more cleanly to me, and if you see clearly, the Gemini photo has some more reflections to the glasses as compared to the GPT 5.2 model. The Gemini model added the image more realistically as compared to the GPT model. So in this test also 5.2 model struggled to produce a clean, more realistic image with the similar prompt that I provided to Gemini. So Gemini is more reliable when it's come to editing an image using the LLM. So now for the next part of test, we will more focus on strategy and planning, that how well the AI model can plan for us. So I will give one task to both the model, like help me plan a complete online course on Python. The learning graph of the course should go from complete beginner to advanced, and the course duration should be for under 30 days. And I will submit both the prompt, and let's see how well the model create the plan for us. If you see clearly on both output, you will understand that Gemini organizes information more cleanly and visually using tables and all. Like you can see that in first section, it splits the course in weeks, like week 1, Python fundamental, beginner, week 2, week 3, week 4, and after that it also split the weeks, like week 1, day 1, introduction setup, variable and data types, all 7 plan, and week 2 list, tuples, dictionary, string formatting. If you see clearly, the GPT 5.2 gives a more detailed title to the days, like day 1 introduction to Python and programming and Python, what is, and then tells what this day about, like what is programming, why Python, installing Python and VS Code and all. Then day 2, because it's a course that I'm going to publish on YouTube, the title should be more appropriate and more detailed as compared to the Gemini. In GPT 5.2, it also split the weeks into phases, like phase 1 Python foundations, day 1 to day 7. What is the goal? Make learner comfortable with Python basic and logic. And after that, in phase 2 core Python, phase 3 intermediate Python, and phase 4 advanced Python. So basically both model, the Gemini and 5.2, are very good at strategy and planning. But if you want more organized information and more cleanly and visually, you can go for Gemini if you like things to be more organized. And if you want the best result, or if you want better title and sales copy, you can go to GPT 5.2 as it provides a more detailed and structured data. But honestly, the ideal model for planning and strategy would be if we combine GPT 5.2 writing and Gemini 3.0 structural. It will create a very detailed and structured output for us. What do you think? So here's my honest takeaway. If you want to focus more on writing, conversation, speed, and document-based workflow, you can opt for GPT 5.2. It's way ahead from other models. But if you want to create images, want to edit some image, and want to create a UI level coding, Gemini 3 Pro easily. It's way ahead of other AI models in the market. And because GPT 5.2 just launched, I will be testing it more deeply over the time. And if you already tried it, let me know in the comment section what do you think which is better, Gemini 3 Pro or GPT 5.2 model. And if you want more real world AI breakdown like this, make sure to subscribe to NIIT YouTube channel and I will see you in the next one.